Hey guys, what's going on? We're back with another Destiny 2 video. We are 20 days away from the final shape. And I saw this Steam review floating around. I think this review has been up on the Steam page for a while, but it essentially encapsulates the overall vibe of Destiny 2 expansions and really Destiny expansions in general. So it's just, we are so back, it's so over, like repeated a few times. And someone, I forget who, like basically lined it up with each D2 launch. Like, D1 launch is, it's so over, and We're So Back is Forsaken, and so on. And the last It's So Over lines up with Lightfall. Right, because the expansion before was Witch Queen, and that was like a We're So Back moment, and tell everyone we're back up on the map. So that means surely with Final Shape, right, we're lined up for a oh my god, we so back moment. It's not guaranteed. And, we can hope that that's going to be the case as someone who is trying to be more of a D2 content creator. It's not something I'm have my heart fixed on. But for the future of my content creation, like, it will affect me a little bit. So yeah, but also there's a whole community out there. There's employees at Bungie, and their future is something that, the devs, if this flubs, well, there'll be more layoffs on the horizon, and that's something that is certainly possible. Another question here is D3. We have no clue what's going on. We only have rumors and leaks and stuff like that. Nothing concrete to confirm that, hey, it's right around the corner. Final Shape is the penultimate expansion of the Light and Dark saga. It's the end of this particular episode or part of Destiny's storytelling. And, the future is uncertain, but Destiny 3 is certainly something that a lot of people have been asking for. I don't know if this is just me, or maybe it's a console thing, because I primarily play Destiny on Xbox. But I've noticed that loading times into the tower have been a huge, there's been a huge increase in how long they are. And, sometimes your towels, oh my god, I just said towel, but your tower is full of people, and it takes you, 5 minutes to load in. Whereas other times, there's nobody in there and you load in instantaneously. So it's not so much just the fact that this game is old, numerically, it's 7 years old. It's also just the fact that maybe from a software standpoint, that it just needs to get updated at this point. And, a new engine takes forever. Maybe they won't do a new engine, completely new engine. But, game dev stuff is out of my league, so I won't talk about that too much. But I do think it is something that has to come sooner rather than later, especially if Bungie wants to stay afloat, because financial struggles have certainly been something that have affected them recently, although I can imagine that Into the Light may have helped them, because, it was a free update, and people who play the game consistently might have spent some silver to compensate. But generally speaking, this video, I want to make it to just ensure that people who are on the fence about the final shape don't pre-order immediately. I know it's an exciting time, and I did put out that video, which I will link in the description or pop up on your screen right now, about how now is a really good time to play Destiny. And that's true. I think this next month, there's going to be a lot of new players, and rightfully so. If you have any questions about coming back to the game, now is a really, really good time, and I stand by that. Because, the seasons are free to play, the campaigns right now are free to play, Into the Light is a free update. There's just so much content for you to be able to play right now that if you haven't bought any of this, it's again, a perfect time. But Final Shape is a paid update, and there's absolutely zero guarantee that it'll be everything that people anticipate it to be. It did get the delay, the roughly 4-month delay. It was supposed to come out February 28th or something like that, and it got pushed back to June 4th. And, they came up with the Dread and a few other things, Prismatic, as well. You know, we were already getting the new light subclasses, but prismatic being just a whole new subclass system, being able to you know, meld exotics and various grenades and abilities into one subclass. I mean, it's fantastic, right? Like, you can't deny how fantastic that is. Honestly, when my review comes out, and you know, I'm gonna be very busy that first week of Final Shape, so my review will probably come out like maybe a week after that, just to let everything sink in. You know, I'll recommend it to people if it's good, and if it's mid, I'll be like, you know, if you play this game a lot, buy it. If you're not on the fence, just wait until it goes on sale. And if it's bad, I'll just be like, wait until it's free, because they're probably going to make it free eventually, or maybe the entire game will be free, because, you know, that's just how bad it might become if the Final Shape does flop. And a lot is really depending on this for Bungie, and they really need to nail this. And I think that's why it'll be good, is because, you know, an animal is most dangerous when it's cornered, when it has nowhere to go, and that's kind of where Bungie is right now. I mean, they have other avenues to maybe become successful again, like if Sony were to take over the board, and certainly Sony has given them a lifeline to be able to stay afloat during these hard times financially for Bungie. But eventually that has to run out, or something has to break, right? And you hope as a fan that they can nail this expansion and make a crap ton of money. But, you know, that isn't always the case. So, you know, maybe it's bad, they make very little money, and, you know, we go from there. But it's a waiting game. The expansion's 20 days away. If you're as much of a Destiny fan as I am, you've probably already pre-ordered, so I'm probably talking to a wall right now. But if you're, again, on the fence, you're thinking about it, maybe you're someone who's playing the game for the first time, with all this free stuff available right now, you should save your money, wait until reviews start coming out, not just mine. I would go to multiple different reviewers, content creators, and just see the overall vibe, because trust me, we've been around the game for a while. We know when an expansion delivers and when it doesn't. And I mean, you could probably just look at Twitter on release day, and you'll have a general fix for it. Although if server issues are happening, which is very much possible, that might skew the day one reactions. So again, that's why I'll probably wait around a week to make a much more factual and you know, well thought out review, instead of just being angry at the game for server issues that, you know, listen, stuff happens. You know, the devs and the engineers, they're not perfect. So sometimes a bug breaks the game and no one can get in for the first 4 hours of an expansion. It is what it is. Go touch some grass. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about the future of Destiny. I am cautiously optimistic. I always have been with Bungie. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. I will say I was a lot more excited heading into Lightfall than I am right now, although I'm still pretty excited, right? It feels weird to say that, because, you know, I'm like up at 3 a.m. and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 19 days away. But, you know, we'll see. Over-delivery is a thing of the past. You know, the Taken King is something we're probably never going to see again, but delivery is still something that they can nail, and we'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like if you enjoyed, comment again what your thoughts are down below, and I'll see you in the next one.